Guys, today I'm going to teach you on how to win extreme level. If your level is pretty much high enough, you can actually take on extreme level with the right strategy. If not, you will lose. As a free-to-play player, it's really important to strategize on what type are going to use against someone. It's not like you are going to um, choose whatever you want and just battle and win it. It's not like that. You have to see, you have to coordinate. I'm going to show you what I mean by that in just a moment. For now, let's say about this one. I'm going to say Salva. Okay, let me try her first. Okay, obtain by clearing dungeon. Okay, as you can see here, let's say the first one, the Craftsman of Purgatory. Okay, as you can see what he is using. The first one is make you heavy. The second one is the crystal shards, which is spike, which if your hunter doesn't have spike resistant, you will dealt a lot of damage. I will show the picture right beside it. Okay, it will instantly take like around a quarter of your HP. And the third one is bomb. So you also have to have your crew, your hunter should have resistant to bomb, and make sure, as you can see, the fourth one is the orange one. This orange one, you have to have a hunter who has piercing power instead of like bouncing one. Piercing one can eliminate this one easily. Okay, so a great way to understand your hunter, what to use, I'm going to show in a minute. Okay, let's say I'll click in this one. Okay, let's say play. Okay, so as you can see here, you want to choose, like I said from the previous one, you want to choose, since they have bombs, you want those with resistant, bomb resistant, and also spike resistant. So for the first one, it's already matched the target, and for the second one, you want to choose someone which is high level, and also since this one is we are going to encounter a win opponent, fire beats win in this game. Okay, so you need fire element hunter, okay, as a support. Let's say I click on this one. Okay, as you can see here, we have all of these four right now. Right now, you want to go through each and every one of your hunter before you even go fighting the extreme level. Okay, so let's say this one, let's say my Alice here right now. I'm going to show you. Just take a look at the ability. Okay, below the weapon, it has resistance to bomb, which is suit my case. When I run over my bomb, when I run through the bomb, I won't get any damage. Okay, at least won't get any damage. And this is very good. You have to synergize it well, because if someone in your party who doesn't have resistance to bomb and it touch the bomb, it will explode, and it deals a tremendous amount of HP, because since you are free to play, it's really difficult for you to even survive. Okay, I will show you some video footage later. Okay, so as well, this one resist heavy. Okay, this one is pretty bad in this situation. You know why? Because yeah, it can resist heavy and can bounce here and there really quickly, which it exacerbate the fact that when one of the units use spikes, it will deal a lot of damage, and it will repeatedly deal, like if Alice gets 3 times, it would the whole group will die, and it's basically over. Your extreme level is already over. So this one is actually pretty bad, because first of all, he doesn't have resistance to spike, but he has resistance to, I mean, she has resistance to heavy, means that he can fly here, fly there pretty quickly. So you want to choose a spot. Make sure, even if you have I mean, Alice is in her turn right now, you want to go like vertical or horizontal depending on the spike. You make sure you do not bounce into anything or that might make her hit the spike. This will cause a lot of damage, so you have to understand. So ability is key into winning. And also, let's take a look at the link combo and also hunter skill. Hunter skill is a must, because extreme level you need hunter skill. Whenever a certain amount of turns is passed by, you can use a hunter skill. Just tap on the skill button down below, and when it says go, you can just shoot point towards your opponent, whichever you want, just point towards it. Okay, and make sure to find some skill, like the graffiti one. Let me just go back and I'll show you, like this one. The reason why I'm using this one when I'm going up against difficult opponents, because you see, it can slow down enemy skill by 2 turns. This is very good because when they use skill I might lose, because oftentimes when I fight extreme level, it's really difficult for me to win. I when I stall them, long enough, there will be time where the potion item or maybe health packet would drop by and just get it, So with the additional 2 turns, I might survive in the harsh condition. So please be aware. If you want to use any of these, make sure to, like I said, synergize it well, because if not, you will lose. Extreme level for free to play like me, since my level is I think pretty okay, not to say pretty OP or something like that, but you need to synergize it well, every single one of it, in order to win extreme. Okay, so let's take a look at the second one, Eunice. Okay, since she's the fire one, fire is strong against wind, and wind is strong against water, and water is stronger against fire, and like that, there's the cycle. And also light and shadow, the light is stronger shadow and vice versa. Okay, so let's take a look at Eunice's ability first, and we'll go through a lot more later. Right now, let's take a look. Okay, Eunice resists heavy. This is very bad, like I said, maybe in the at least one, because it can move swiftly. Okay, even when the floor, the canvas or maybe the floor is like cold or make it heavy, but it resists heavy, which makes you easier to get the spike. So you have to be really careful. So resist warp. If you are battling against those extreme like dungeon where it has warps, it is good, but you need to find someone that can resist warp and resist spike. I mean, depending on the situation, if you are fighting in a dungeon where there is spikes and warps, both of those are a must, okay, in order to win, seriously, because oftentimes when you miss the warp, you just hit the spike and game over. When you hit 2 or 3 times in extreme level, you automatically lose. Okay, so this is really important. Like I said, for me as a free-to-play player, I struggle to fight against those extreme level, when like this is pretty much matchup dependent. When you use a unsuitable character, you automatically lose no matter what. I was fighting against one with like it has spikes, it has spikes, and it resists to bounce and also bombs. I automatically lose, since my group, I only use 3. This 3 is my main, at least Eunice, and also this center one, Noel. So one of them might be good and another might be decent, and the final one is not that good against it, and that spells trouble, because since when one of your hunter gets hit, it counted as collectively. So when you get hit like 3 times in a row, you game over. It's not like one of your hunter just dies like that, it's everyone. So it's really important for you to have every single one of your hunter to be resistant to what are those what you're going to fight. Okay, so it makes sense, right? So actually the HP, all those are pretty important, but not as important as ability. You know who you are fighting against, and you have to gain an advantage by choosing the right stuff in order to win. Okay, so like I said, hunter skill is a must, and all this. Oh yeah, forget to mention, link combo is a must. This is a tip. Try to make sure that every single one of your hunters are close by, so that you can activate link combo pretty easily, because that way I saw that link combo actually dealt a lot of damage to those extreme level units. So it's pretty important that you keep chaining those combos. But I know it's not that easy, since there are so many stuff going on like spikes, bombs, and all this. And make sure that if your hunter is not bomb resistant, you make sure he or she does not hit the bomb, because oftentimes there will be 2 or 3 bombs always on the floor, and when you hit the bomb, it's game over. 3 bombs, I think it's almost like 3/4 of your life, and it's pretty hard to recover. Okay, be sure to also find, if can, be sure to take someone who has like increase your item drop chances, where maybe there will be more health packet for you. So it's really important. Right now, on to Noel. Let me explain his ability as well. So this one, resistant to bomb and resistant resistant to spike. So in my case here, when I'm versing spike and bomb opponent, this one is the best. So if possible, like I said, if possible, this is like the perfect scenario. Use 3 of those unit who has resistant to bomb and resistant to spike. That way you are guaranteed to win, like maybe 90% if you play it right with strategy, with skill and all this. Because a few mistake would lead to your demise, because their lasers and the powers is too OP. One hit and it deals like 20,000 or 30,000 damage or something like that. It's really unbearable. So what you need to do is also make sure this one, like I said, matchup dependent. Okay, do not choose that the stuff that you want. Choose that the stuff that you know you can win in extreme level only. This applies to extreme level because it's really difficult. Okay, unless you are paid to win or maybe you're higher level and all this, or you play long enough. Because I play only like 2-3 weeks, and I think my level is not that high. I mean my overall strength. Okay, because you don't upgrade a lot of stuff. Overall strength is not enough to defeat extreme level. So this is very important. Like I said, hunter skill, you have to use it once it is available. This is very important. Because I use at least hunter skill to dealt a lot of damage. So make sure you do that and try to stall them and make sure you kill them and all this. Oh, one more thing really important. If you have like 4 hunter, make sure that either one of them has like a bounce or strike. I mean pierce. Okay, they call it pierce or bounce. Like in this Noel case, it's bounce. Just take a look at the HUD beside the 59. Beside its bounce, okay, you need at least one pierce and maybe a few of bounce, because this one is really important. Let's say the health packet is over at the back of the opponent. When you use bounce, you will just definitely bounce against each other, against your opponent, and you will just be bouncing here and there, missing your target. Not to mention the fact that there is like always ice on the floor, which slows you down, and at the end of the day, you won't get a health packet when your life needs it, and you'll be game over, GG in an instant. So make sure to use the pierce. This one is pretty useful when you pierce through the unit and get the health packet. And make sure you do not hit the spikes unless he or she have the spike resistance. This is really important. These all are tips, okay? I've gathered a lot of tips. Okay, next, like I said, while you're choosing a partner, make sure to choose this kind of like, you see, resist the bomb and resist the spike. Okay, this is really important while I'm facing someone with spikes and bombs, so I don't have to worry that my this hunter will die by the spikes and bombs. Okay, so it's really important. And make sure, because my hunters composed of like bounce unit, you have to choose someone who has a pierce unit. That would be great, because like I said, a combination between both would be the perfect choice. And another tip for you guys is, if you guys let's say you play 3 times the extreme level and you lose, I think you shouldn't play that particular extreme level. You play another one, because maybe, like I said, your whole hunter group isn't compatible to go against that a certain extreme level. Okay, a certain kind, like this one. Let me show you. Okay, let me just go to the hunting board and show you. Okay, when I go up against this one, this Salva dungeon, I lost like I lost badly, very bad. I play around 1 hour, like 10 times in this one. I keep losing. While I play this Amana, I won straight away without any like reset or something like that. And for this one, Lily, actually, to be fair to me, I if you watch my previous video, I actually can win this in 1 round. But somehow they cheat, you know. The boss with the final remaining HP, he just decided to take a blast. Like, it dealt 78,000 damage. Okay, in an instant I lost. Okay, I was just like 10 seconds or maybe 30 seconds away from winning, and he just used a crazy blast. Okay, and game over. So technically, like I said, if this one, if you have like, you know, you can win it, do continue to try a few more times. Maybe you can win it. But for someone like this one, for me personally, I cannot win this due to the fact that I'm at a disadvantage, since they have like I said, spikes, bombs, pierce, bounce resistance and all this. It is really difficult. So you have to understand clearly, this is all about mind game strategy, and also a little bit about level, and also luck, because if you're unlucky, you hit the spikes, game over. Understand? Okay, guys, I think that's about it. Like I said, let me recap on a few key points. Okay, that you have to know. Right. So this one, that in this case there is like a warp, and also you're going to face warp and also bomb, so make sure to have resist hunter that resists warp and also bomb, in then way you can win. Okay, pretty easily. Okay, so heavy and all this, actually I'm not too worried about those, like who slows you down and all this, the ice and make you heavy and all this, because you you have to not get too many damage. Okay, you cannot get too much damage from the only the boss and all those units. The rest, for these spikes and all this external condition, if you can you can evade, avoid that, I think a victory is guaranteed. You know, unless you are too close to the units which shoots out a lot of lasers and all this, and you might lose. Okay, so yeah, this one, like I said, just based on what you use. If possible, if you have 3 identical copy, which is like an advantage to you to use in a certain like extreme dungeon, do use it because it is very useful. Okay, but unfortunately I don't think we all have a lot of copies of like the same character. I in fact only have only one duplicate of a 2-star hunter, so I don't think that's possible. Let's take a look here. Okay, see, I only have this duplicate, the level 1 one, and that is pretty much useless. I only upgrade, say, like I said, my main one is Eunice and also Noel and also Alice. So basically I only have this 3 hunter as a free to play player, this 3 hunter, so I cannot change to my liking. Like I want to change it to resist this and that and all this, because you're fighting extreme, you have to be at the highest level possible in order to like stand a chance, like level 99, and your weapons should be all great and stuff like that. So like I said, I only use 3 of this unit, so this 3 is a fix, like resist the bomb, one of them resist the bomb, one of them resist to spike and all this. So make sure to choose a dungeon, an extreme dungeon, which you know you can win this. Okay, you can try it out, because you might not know by just listening, or maybe listening to my speech, or maybe just watching a bit. Try it yourself. You lose, but you not if you didn't lose that badly, you can go for it. Try a few more times. You might win it. But if you lose really badly, like I said in my earlier stuff, just skip that one. It's not for you just yet. Okay, try to win other stuff, because there are so many hunters and weapons for you to win. Okay, so yeah, like that. It's only that simple, nothing much. Okay, I think that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys find this useful, and if you have any question or suggestion, do let me know. I'll be sure to figure it out and help you guys. Okay. Alright, this one, actually the super one is pretty easy for me right now. Only extreme, it's really difficult. Okay, I think that's it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you find this useful, and take care, guys.